Hi guys, Shelly here. It's Wednesday, February 7th, and I wanted to make an update for you guys. As you know, I tend to go a little long because I don't make daily videos, but my last one wasn't so great, and actually wasn't quite sure I was going to do this one this evening because it's been a really stressful, emotional day. To put it mildly, but had to just really try to pull things together here so I could do this. I really, there's been a lot of emotional things going on this platform today, and so hopefully my responses have shown some clarity on that. I want you guys to know that anytime I comment, it's based on my own personal experience, and it's not in any way suggesting that somebody do what I'm doing or what I did or whatever. It's just coming from a place of experience and wanting the best for you guys and for whoever the comment is about. And so with that said, I won't go into a lot of detail about that, but I just hope that we can all just try to respect each other, and because we don't need any judgment, we don't need any lashing out at each other, you know, but this, but that, just that everybody knows that we're all trying to hopefully look out for each other and make suggestions, or, you know, based on our own personal experience. I have had suggestions made to me during this process, things like you need to updose, things like that. You need to hold longer, you need to, I've made my own choices. I've taken some of your advice as far as slowing down. The advice is on updosing. Even when my doctor advised it, it was just not a choice I was willing to make. So I did not make that choice. That was my choice. I shouldn't be judged by anybody whether what I decided to do or not decided to do is best for me, and I hope we won't do that to anybody as well. Whether we agree with someone's decision or we don't agree with their decision, we need to respect what people have to do in their time of crisis and in their time of need, and what they feel is best for them at the time. So with that out of the way, what I wanted to talk to you about is triggers, because I know a lot of you don't really believe in triggers. I've had people say that to me. My experience has been quite opposite, and I do absolutely believe in them. I'm not trying to negate that the horror isn't going to be there sometimes when nothing necessarily has triggered you. When I was cold turkey for 2 months off Klonopin, I had a very supporting, loving fiance. At the time, you can go back to my videos and see that, the horror of that. Obviously, there was nothing that was going to take that away. There was nothing triggering that except going cold turkey off Klonopin after 17 years. That triggered something that was unbelievable. If you go back to my second and third video and watch those, and then imagine it 100 times worse than what you see, is how bad it actually got. I have not experienced that level again. I've experienced horror. You guys have seen it. I've videoed more of it. I've experienced some horrible, still unfathomable stuff, but never has it gotten to the degree of the 2 months of cold turkey. So, but what I wanted to tell you is on Monday, after a few days after having to give up my dog, and it will take too long to go into all the details about that, but there was a lot of issues surrounding who ended up taking him, etc. But Monday I was on my sofa and just desperately wishing he was here, that I could hold him and, you know, just cry to him. I was just feeling quite in much despair, and but a lot of it was things happening in my life, whether it be text messages for someone, comment, whatever. And I was on my couch and literally felt like I was done. I own a handgun. It's in my closet. I was in, and it's not the first time I felt that way. My brain, everything was telling me, it's time. You're done. This, it's over. And you've helped people. You've saved lives, apparently, and you will go on to save more. And apparently, that was your purpose. It's time to go. That's where I was at on Monday afternoon. But there was something that I'm not sure exactly what happened. I just know that I got up and just felt this overcoming, the sense of, you have to do something, okay? You have to do something, because I was in a position where I wasn't stuck in my pajamas. I wasn't holding the wall to get to the bathroom. You know, it wasn't one of those kind of days. Mentally and emotionally, it's over. You can't handle. Yes, I was shaking. I was that kind of stuff. But it was just, I had to reach to a place. I had to just find that little piece of something that told me, you can get up. You can get up, Shelley. You can get up. You can get up. You can get up. And I just had to start repeating that over and over. And yes, there are days where, yes, I've done that and I've cried out to God and it didn't happen. But something told me that was not, Monday was not one of those days. And it wasn't time for me to go. So I not only got up, and basically, I don't swear on here. I'm not a big swear person anyway. But, you know, my children might be watching, my other people, I don't, but basically I was like, you know, I got up, it was like, you know, F benzos, F this feeling, this attitude, this whatever's going on. I'm going to go make some protein shake. I'm going to drink my protein shake, and I need to go outside. It's been warm here the last couple of days in Georgia, so I'm going to go walk. I'm going to go outside. Just walk, just go, go. Get out of this apartment. Just do something. And I had to realize that I was able that day. If I dug deep enough, I was able. You're not always able to, but, you know, someone made a comment like, yeah, well, it's easy for people to say stay strong when you feel like you're going to die. Absolutely. We've all been there. I've been there. And, but on those days where maybe physically you're not necessarily feeling like you're going to die, but the mental part and the emotional part, you're feeling it, that's when you have to really fight and dig for that something where it's like, no, do something, you know, whatever. And then so I ended up walking 5 miles, and I came at peace with the situation about my dog, because it had been a horrible day about him, and I was good. And then some things happened, some messages started coming through my phone Monday evening, and that set me back. I was shaking, I was just, you know, but Tuesday, I took my deep breaths. Tuesday I got up and I said, okay, you're not going to let this, you know, put you back where you were Monday. And it was even warmer on Tuesday. Beautiful here yesterday, sunny and 60 something degrees, whatever. And so I told myself again, you're going to go walk. You're going to make sure you get out. So 5 miles in Monday. Yesterday I did 5.5. Actually, it wasn't quite 5 on Monday. 5.5. I did too much. I pushed myself. I felt it afterwards. I did more than I should have because I was walking and running, which I really shouldn't be doing. But it was kind of a purging, kind of a cleansing kind of thing. And I just needed that empowerment, that feeling of control. So I kind of pushed myself to the limit, but I did it. I just made it my mind. I have to do it. You have to do this. So if you're going to survive this, you have to know that there are things that are going to happen that are going to trigger worsening symptoms. I mean, it happens on your window days. When you're having those window days, Um, there, something can trigger you going from a window to a wave within minutes. It happens. People don't understand it. Oh, she just feels sorry for herself. She's whatever. Yeah, that's Shelley just doing whatever. And you're going to get judged by it. You're going to be people don't realize that agitation and being overly sensitive, over emotional, crying over the littlest thing, all these kind of things are part of this process. So they look at you like, she just, she needs a chill pill. She's just, being overly dramatic, when we know none of that's true. But absolutely, things can take you from dancing in your kitchen, feeling like, listening to my music, singing with Rob Thomas, he's one of my favorites. So, it can take you to that, to what just happened. Okay, now I'm here in the gutter and I don't want to live anymore. So we got to be aware that sometimes when we're going through and feeling like the world is coming to an end, it's something has triggered that, and we have to put ourselves back in the previous moment or the previous day or the previous week, for me, as it's been since my last video. So I just think it's really important to know that, yes, the physiological aspect of benzodiazepine withdrawal syndrome can be and is unimaginable. Right now I feel like I've got thousands of needles stuck in my body, that my insides are vibrating, shaking, and your brain just feels like it's swirling. It just there's so many things, but I still made it to a oral surgeon appointment that I had to go to today because of a botched dental procedure a few months ago. But it was a horrible experience. The doctor was awful. It was $73 for a horrible consultation, money I didn't have to spend, but had to, thanks to the dentist's office. And it triggered me into a downward just spiral. I just was feeling, when I got home, I was feeling like enough is enough. What else? It was bad. But I had to recognize again that it was a trigger. That experience, because we're not ever 100% ourselves by a long shot, those things are triggering, us to be in an even worse place. I hope this is making some kind of sense. I feel like I'm not making any sense whatsoever. I hope I'm making some kind of sense. If you guys tell me I didn't, I'll delete this one and try it again. But with that said, I think it's just really, really important to talk about that and to try to help each other in remembering that okay, you got that terrible message from your family member, you got your just stuff. I won't get too personal about stuff. But I think it's important to remember that those things are going to cause us to have even more symptoms, emotionally, physically, everything. The lack of support, the alienation, all of that, the feeling like you have never been so alone in your life. And now that my dog, I really feel like I've never been so alone in my life. And gee, many Christmas. I wish I could swear right now. Because it's so freaking hard. It's so unbelievably hard. And I don't know why people don't understand it more, why they won't try to understand it. And I get so tired of hearing things like, well, I've not walked in your shoes. I don't know, I don't know what it's like. No, I haven't had cancer. I don't know what that's like. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to be empathetic. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to reach out to you. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to bring you a meal. I have no food. I can't buy food till the 9th for 2 more days because I'm on food stamps thanks to this process. But there's people who know I don't have food. There's people who know I haven't had a hot meal in, I can't tell you when. But nobody's offering to bring me any. And, you know, it is what it is. That's my new favorite saying. It is what it is, you know, and I have to accept that this is how people are going to react, and this is how they're not going to react. And so you're in this fight, basically, Shelly, with God. You don't have your dog now. It was the three of you. And you're in this fight, basically, with you and Benzo's and you guys. And you guys have become my family. And you guys have become more supportive than really anybody in my life. As much as I hate to say that. I have people who love me, of course, family, friends, but nobody's really stepping up, you know? I mean, even a little bit. I'm not sure where I'm going to live in April. My son is trying to find a house for me, but it's because, you know, he doesn't want his mom to be homeless, so he's trying to do right by his mom, who he loves, but nobody's showing up here. Nobody's bringing me food. Nobody's checking on me. Nobody's like hanging out with me. Nobody's like holding my hand. Nobody's hugging me. The only reason I survived that 2 months of cold turkey was because I had someone holding me, telling me that I was going to make it, that I was going to survive, who was explaining to me what was going on in my brain as he was doing the research, who was saying, I'm not going to leave you. We are going to get through this together. And I wouldn't have survived it without that. I'm telling you, I would not have survived that without his support and without him being there, without him leaving work early when I needed him to. Those, you know, all those things. I wouldn't have. There's no possible way I would have. And I speak from experience with that, and I won't go into detail about that right on this video, but yeah. So I know that, you know, this is just, I guess I'm just trying, what I'm trying to say is, you know, I want us all to get through this, and I want us all to get through it by staying away from this drug, and, you know, and everybody's going to have to do what they have to do. I understand that, but to try to recognize there are going to be things that put us in these places that we have to recognize. There also is protracted withdrawal. Protracted withdrawal, I have not experienced it yet. It's easier for some, it's harder for others. It depends on a lot of different things. So from what I'm told, it can be more difficult with cold turkey patients. So anyway, we have to be prepared for that. We have to kind of recognize it and hopefully, you know, find our ways to cope. I don't know, you know, I mean, I'm just right here with you guys, and I don't know from day to day. I mean, I'm not trying to act like I got it all together and I'm going to be here tomorrow, because I'm not, you know, it's hard sometimes, you know, Monday, I didn't think I was still going to be here, but I want to be here. I want to see my grandson grow up. Do I understand why there's not more people trying to ensure that happens? That I do make it to see my grandson grow up? No, I don't. I'm not going to sit here and act like I understand why more people, family, friends, whoever, aren't wanting to ensure that happens. Even with a daily phone call, even with a drop by, a hold a hand, a prayer, a dinner. I don't. But what can I do except say this is my reality and fight it the best I can? So I wasn't going to cry. A Benzo withdrawal patient saying she's not going to try to cry, right? And me, if you've been watching my videos, yeah, me say I'm not going to cry. Anyway, so we're already at 20 minutes. I wanted to share another song with you guys. So I've been rambling. I wanted to make sure I had time to share another song for you guys. This is still off my tape. My voice, I used to have a really strong, powerful voice. This process has pretty much taken my voice away, between years of not singing as well. But this is a song that I wrote. The other one was one I played for you guys that I was singing that was just my favorite song in the whole world. But this one I actually wrote it for my boy's father years ago. It is a Christian song. I hope those of you won't, who are not Christians won't turn it off, or not listen to it. I hope that you'll just enjoy the music. But I wrote this song when I was married to my boy's dad many, many years ago. It's playing on a boombox off a cassette tape. I do have these on an audio file that I can email them. I have to a few people, to a few friends, still just recorded from my phone onto my phone, because it sounds so much better being played through a Bluetooth speaker, but I can't play it through the Bluetooth and video at the same time, or if I can, I don't know how to do that. So I have my boombox right here, because this is an old cassette tape, and I've never had it transferred over. And it's my only copy, so I really should do that. But anyway, this is a song I wrote, and it's called The Sun, the Moon, and You. Sun spelled S-O-N. And I want to share it with you guys. It's not only a beautiful love song, and with Valentine's Day coming up. And if you have a Valentine, you're blessed. Remember that. And if you don't like me, you'll get through another one without one. But it's the song is kind of like, just says also, all that really matters is the sun, the moon, and you. And so right now with you guys, that's what I'm saying to you. What matters to me right now is the sun and the moon and you guys, because I probably wouldn't be here without all you guys. So I'm going to turn on my lovely boombox now, play you my song, and then hopefully see you next time, and finally get to my diet stuff, and hopefully still, I did taper Sunday night by another 0.5 milligrams. I'm at 7.5 milligrams of Valium. It is getting harder. I may need to switch to liquid Valium. You guys can let me know how you feel about that. My doctor's willing to do that. So, okay, so I'm going to start the song. And I'm sorry if you see how long this video is. Some of you might not want to watch it, but if you do, great. Love you. Poet, we love you. Any of my comments were with all good intention. And I want a special shout out to Russell. Thank you. You meant a lot to me today, and for what I was able to do to you. I praise God for that. So anyway, song is for you guys, okay? And I'll see you next time.
He's the one who made the stars. You're the one who put them in my eyes. He lives inside my heart. You make it melt in the warm moonlight. It's taken me a while to put it all together. Now I know all that really matters is the sun, the moon, and you. My father's arms will calm my fears. Yours will hold me and wipe away the tears. Christ alone has saved my soul. Your love with his is what makes me whole. It's taken me a while to put it all together. Now I know all that really matters is the sun, the moon, and you. I couldn't live without the shining sun. His ray of hope is there forever.